You see the hashtag Fix Chiori post. I did not.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
I'm sure that that'll be interesting. Fix Chiori. Okay, so they want to make her boring. Cool. This is the post. Make her dolls, follow active characters, and hit nearby opponents. I don't mind that. Her dolls are kind of cringe. Elemental skill. Replace the condition from geoconstructs to crystallized shards. That's fucking boring. Like, that's such a bad idea. Elemental burst heals all party members. That's just a whole ass different unit. She doesn't need that. Yeah, and then same thing for this, right? Now, this is not the right way to go about it. Like, unironically, if they do these changes, she'll be slightly better and so much more boring. Oh, she'll be a lot better, actually, because you get to play her with Farina. But, like, still, she'll be so much more boring. Like, unironically, okay? You want my thoughts on this? On what I would do to fix Chiori? Give her E actual AoE. Right? Like, instead of fucking same size as Yai E, it should be same size as, like, Riptides from Child or something. You know, like, not huge, but an actual AoE that can hit in AoE. And I don't even know what else. Let her snapshot defense again, probably. Like, if they do that, then that's good enough for me, you know? I'd prefer Chiori to work with Ito more so than Nadia. Yeah, me too. That's why I don't think it's a good idea to have her be, like, crystallized instead of geoconstruct. Like, I've been asking for a unit that actually incentivizes you to use geoconstructs for, like, years now, right? Like, I'm sure you can find a clip of me from, like, 2 years ago saying we need geo units, more geo units that work with geoconstructs. Maybe not 2 years, like, probably at least a year, right? Like, the fact that they're doing that is good. That's very good. That's what they should do with geo units. Changing it to crystallize just makes her so fucking boring. The unit that exists to replace Albedo and Mono Geo is less boring. I mean, yes. Like, very, very much so, yes. I don't think that Mono Geo is boring. It's not flashy, but I don't think it's boring. And I think it's very good for the game. But I don't know, it's just Mono Geo needs a gimmick, right? It needs to have an actual gimmick for there to be a real reason to play it over other elements. If it doesn't have a gimmick, then it's just a worse version of any other mono team, because other mono teams run Animo units for grouping, have a lot more flexibility in the units they can run. So they're just overall better generally, right? They need a gimmick, and having the geoconstructs be that gimmick is fine. And if anything, right, the biggest issue with Chiori is that she's the first real geo unit in like 2 years. And I hope they keep making units that have kits that synergize with geoconstructs, either by making geoconstructs or by getting buffs based on the amount of geoconstructs you have. I want more of that. That's a good gimmick to take. It's a good gimmick for Geo to have in its mono teams. And then you can balance things around, like, okay, well, this character has a construct in their kit, so we can make them a little bit weaker. This character does not have a construct in their kit, so we can make them a little bit stronger. And then you balance shit around that. It's such an elegant way of making a unit that doesn't feel as bad as Albedo without making them direct Albedo power creep, right? That's part of why I like it so much. What does Albedo do better than Chiori? He has a Geo Construct in his kit, so once we get more Geo units that revolve around the condition of having Geo Constructs, then Albedo will be one of the units that you can use to enable that. He also has a little bit better AoE, but like doesn't matter as much to me. But yeah, I don't know. I just think it's nice. I think it's Pog. She doesn't really incentivize Geoconstruct though. Yes, she does. I get what you mean, right? She only incentivizes having one Geoconstruct. But I think that's fine. I think you can design units that only want one. You can design units that want as many as possible. It gives you multiple design directions that you can take for Geo units. And you can make different units that are good, but still want to be played with different supports that are still all Geo. Like, that's good. It's just it's a very good design decision, in my opinion. Obviously, they have to follow through on that. They have to keep making Geo units that work with like that, right? That either give you constructs or get buffs based on you having constructs. If they don't, if this is the only one they make, then obviously that's not going to be good. But if they do, then that's actually pretty good. Except she doesn't really incentivize Geoconstruct so much as she screws over Navia teams. So by default, you go back to Mono Geo. I mean, what do you mean by that? Yes, indeed, a consequence of being a unit whose kit is reliant on you having Geoconstructs is going to be that if you play them without a Geoconstruct, they will be less good. That is indeed what that's all about. It's like playing Navia in a it's like playing Nahida in a Monodendro team. Like, yeah, she's gonna suck. Why do you want to do that? But that is very much incentivizing Geoconstructs. Like, that is what that is. That's my point, but it's not, though. Like, unless you're not the one who said that. I don't know. It's hard to keep up with. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm a little... People are mad because they were expecting Chiori to be Navia's team missing piece. Yeah, but like... Ito's been waiting for that shit for so much longer, man. Like, you guys are gonna get your Navia support eventually. Fuck, we already have great Navia supports. Bennett? Farina? Hello? Shangling? You can even use Xianyan! I joined stream because my friend told me you're farming Vermilion. Is that the secret? Is that the secret to getting viewers, chat? Just farm Vermilion and the views will come. Maybe Ziox has been sane all along, and he just knew something we didn't. Alright, so these are the characters I currently have crowned, and how many crowns they have each. What an interesting first tier, huh? Post this without context. One of these units is not like the others. Yeah, I wonder, huh? Surprised you have Hu Tao crown? I have Hu Tao triple crowned. I'm a dedicated hater. Which one do I regret the most? I know, because I just don't use them. Albedo, it's like funny, so I don't mind. I don't regret it, right? Albedo being a 110-1 is not a regret of mine. I think it's really funny. If anything, I'm considering crowning his normal attacks as well and playing him in Xianyan teams just because it'd be even more funny. No crown on Sing So Old? No. Like, I could, but there's no point. I'm not trying to speedrun with him. And he doesn't really need them. Like, out of these characters, the only character who's, like, actually, like, yeah, there's a good reason to triple crown this is, like, Hu Tao, right? And Hu Tao's the only character here that I hate crowned. I just don't tend to crown things because that's the right thing to do. Rather, I crown things because it's funny. Like, a triple crown sucrose is just funny. It just is, like, objectively funny. It's just so fucking funny. Yeah, I ended up crowning Xiangling because I actually started doing some speedrun-like stuff with her every once in a while. Like, when Tulpa was here, I did, like, 2 or 3 runs of, like, hey, let me see how fast I can kill this guy. Right? And the crown actually makes a difference for that. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. The crown here that is the least, like, funny and the most, like, yeah, this character was crowned because that is what you should do, is probably Farina. And the main reason for it is just because there's just such a big difference between a Farina with invested talent levels and without them. Right, the way that she scales is different from other units with talents, right? Yeah, it's mainly for the burst. And if you're gonna do the burst, might as well do the skill too. Any other character you're looking to crown next? I mean, I'm starting to run low on crowns because I'm using them faster than I'm gaining them, right? Like, I only have 8 left now, so I don't know who's gonna be next. How? Well, I triple crowned Sucrose like this batch. Well, this and last batch. Double crowned Farina. Crowned Gumming. Like, I'm just expending them faster than I'm gaining them right now. Crown Gumming, yeah, crowned his skill. I was planning on triple crowning him, but I'm not sure anymore. Or crowned DPS that you actually play. But, like, I actually play all my characters. Like, the character... If you look at my characters that are level 90, right? Who's the character that I haven't played in the longest time? Probably Xinyan. Right? Who's the character that isn't complete dogshit that I haven't played for the longest time? Sino? I played Sino this Abyss. So definitely not. Sayu? I played Sayu last Abyss. Yeah, maybe Ayato. I played Ayato last Abyss, though. Like, I basically play all my characters, you know? But yeah, I don't know. Is there a character you hate playing regardless of their power level? I mean, most characters that I hate playing is partly due to their power level. I don't know if there's a character that's actually really good that I hate playing. Because at the end of the day, enemies dying feels good. No matter how they die. I think the closest character, the character that comes the closest to fitting that description is Yelan. Because when I play Yelan in a team that doesn't have Xingqiu, all I can think about is, holy fuck, I wish this was Xingqiu. But it's not even that I don't like playing her, it's just that I would prefer to be playing another character that does something. Or like in this Abyss, I have actually out loud said I fucking hate playing this character about Yelan, because you want to have a bow user for the second side because of the Aeon Blight Drake. So I've used Yelan over Xingqiu in some teams where I usually use Xingqiu, and it has felt like fucking dog shit.